Aloha Winala, Board BLNR, Mahalo. Mahalo for this opportunity to present my arguments, which I probably am not going to argue, but I'll let them argue. I had the moments to witness many tears fall upon Mauna Kea. From the young to the old, I saw those tears fall onto the dirt of Mauna Kea. From the officers that stood against us to help this TMT project to try to make their way up, I saw their tears fall upon the soil of Mauna Kea. That alone already shows substantial hurt. I am a native Hawaiian. I'm a Kanaka Maole Kopai Aina, identified as a native Hawaiian beyond 1776 or 78. I took this kuleana to help protect Mauna Kea because I knew as I grew up that was a sacred mountain told to me by my Auntie Martina Wilcox. And I was taught that Mauna is sacred, that we don't go up there. But I had no choice. You left me no choice. How this process happened, that these young men and women that go to the University of Hawaii, that are educated in the University of Hawaii, stand to protect this sacred mountain. I had no choice. It's my kuleana as a kupuna, as a makua. And I stand here today in behalf of my grandsons, LJ, Lawrence, Ku'ule, Nahaku'elua, Lavaia, Nahaku'elua, and Kia'i o na kai e walu bar. And I hope that one day I will when they'll make the choice, but I'm going to share with them the truth. The truth of our people. I'm not going to say that it's a religion. It's a life's necessity. And our people, our kupuna, lived in harmony with the life cycle. Some might interpret it as a religion. But I know that I'm protected under Article 12, Section 7 of the state constitution. And my rights are protected. And I'm asking you to help protect me, to protect my rights as a native Hawaiian, to continue the life cycle of my kupuna, to keep myself grounded and to keep myself in line with truth, kapu aloha, reverence, humility, kindness, forgiveness. Our kupuna live this way in harmony with the life cycle. Why? Because they lived in an area that they had nothing else to depend on. I may not be telling you anything new, but it's my right as a native Hawaiian to practice this. My traditional cultural practices on Mauna Kea are still a living practice. My experiences throughout the 2015 and all the what I've witnessed up there was a direct impact to my rights as a Native Hawaiian and to those others that are Native Hawaiian. And those that are Hawaiian at heart, loving this land because they feel the spirit of the land in their souls. My kupuna right now, the kupuna spirit of Mauna Wakea, right now is waiting. They're waiting. They're waiting to see what the results of your decision is going to be. Have you, any one of you, had the opportunity to sit in that area with a proposed site by yourself and listen? Feel. I have. More than once. And they brought to me their spirit. And they brought to me a message. They asked, please, do not continue any more development. Because there is evidence that the EIS, that the archaeological survey was part of it, that they do not know where these kupuna are. They do not know where our kupuna put pico, placenta. They do not know this. Robert Reckman testified to that on page 19 of my exceptions. I quoted his testimony. Everything is on record. I'm not a legal expert. I'm not a lawyer. But it took me a while and a lot of stress, anxiety to put this together. My facts and findings. And I couldn't do a thorough job with the time limitation, but I did the best I can. 106 pages of facts. This wasn't easy for me. It took a lot out of me, and I'm sure it took a lot out of other people too. This is the result. This is the result of my facts and findings. $400,000 of taxpayers' money. I have not been consulted. This has nothing in there that concerns me as a Native Hawaiian. $400,000. I'm going to keep this stuff for history. This is part of my record because this is probably not going to be the last time that we got to stand before a board and ask you to make the right decision, to consider the options before you allow this TMT to go back up there and start again. Because you're going to bring in, and I'm going to be there, I'm going to lay my body down in front of these guys until somebody pays attention and listens. And I know I'm not going to be the only one. The hearings officer followed the exceptions that I wrote for UH and TIO. Joined her. Corporation. The hearing officers defines welfare as prosperity. You think I prospered from this? Do you think any of them prospered from this? Or the Kia'is that stood up in front and got arrested prospered from this? I think her definition is about her $400,000 that she received. And these lawyers here, corporate lawyers, joined in together, getting paid. That's prosperity. What about my health? What about their health? What about our health? What about the health of Mauna Wakea? That's what we need to pay attention to. That's the only reason why we put our body and our lives in front of this project. At this time, I'd like to say, please do not approve this CDUA. I think I proved my point.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That.
Mahalo. UH has brought up the CMP, and OMK has relied a lot on enforcing some of the rules that they state in the CMP, such as ho'okupu. When ho'okupu are placed, they specify in the CMP that 30 days, then they'll remove it. Who gives them the right to take anybody's ho'okupu? Nobody should be touching someone's ho'okupu. What is the BLNR going to do about that? Article 12, Section 7 protects that. That's what the question is. Who are they to touch anybody's ho'okupu? June 24th, 2017, my wife, Kuali Kamara, journeyed up Mauna Kea. We stopped at the area of mile marker 3.5, where one of our ahu during the 2015 era was bulldozed. Well, we went there to go give respect, to put ho'okupu. We did that. We proceeded up to the Mauna, to the other ahus to go give ho'okupu. Not even 2 hours later, we come down the hill and our ho'okupu is gone. We make a report. It's documented. The DLNR officer took the report. He notified the rangers were informed. In fact, the ranger witnessed the ho'okupu being put there. And just so happened when we were coming down, the ranger witnessed the ho'okupu gone. Less than 2 hours. The report was made. They identified the person, but the prosecutor won't prosecute. The county prosecutor. So I'm wondering, who enforces the rights of Article 12, Section 7? Who protects our rights? These things are happening now as I speak. We have been oppressed by these desecrated moves. There has been cultural practices done in Holly building. There's been reports of, they call it sanitary litter, in our Holly. Who helps us? Only reports go out, no prosecution. We need help. That's what the law is for. I hope that the BLNR considers these things before you approve this CDUA, which it relies on the CMP and the 2000 Master Plan. that bell, was that for me to start or to end? The area that is proposed to be developed, it is a pristine place, very pristine. You would enjoy your moment there, I promise you. We went on our site visit there. When we got up to that area, we asked if we could exit the vehicle. They said no. We were instructed not to let you out of the vehicle. We were kidnapped on a site visit. The hearing officer that is making the determination and recommendation that the CDUA should be approved did not even experience, did not stop and get out and experience the serenity of that area. It is very pristine. I would advise you to have that moment alone and go and journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you.